everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kylie. I'm a dancer, choreographer, photographer, instructor, wearer of many hats here in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. You might have seen another video we made on the channel about the subject of transitioning from a dancer to a choreographer. And so I thought for today's video we would talk a little bit more about just like my personal history, my personal story, why I became a choreographer, and just kind of answering some questions that I get randomly from whether it's students or just people I come across on different jobs or my parents' friends, to be honest with you. Just questions that we get thrown at as artists. Why do we do what we do? So we'll talk a little bit about that today.
You're a choreographer. What does that mean exactly?
So there's a lot of different things that go into being a choreographer that I think a lot of people don't realize. And one thing that I love about doing this job is that it's taught me a bunch of different skills that I kind of didn't know I needed, but that I've picked up along the way that have brought my craft to life. So things like music editing, learning GarageBand in a simple way, video editing, costume designing, styling, all of these things I've had to kind of just teach myself and learn as I go, but ultimately I think that all of these things make me a better artist and really help bring my vision together. And all these skills come in handy when I'm working with bigger clients, and I can bring those skills to the table and show them more full picture.
What do you prefer, dancing or choreographing?
So let's talk about the differences and the responsibilities between being a dancer versus being a choreographer. I know a lot of people that do both jobs at once, but both of those things involve a different set of skills, and I think it's important to kind of realize what you're getting into. So when you're a dancer, you're pretty much, in my experience, really only dealing with your choreographer. They are the person that gives you the information that you need to know. Versus when you're a choreographer, you're dealing with many more people, many different trades. So not only are you kind of managing your dancers, you're also maybe dealing with the director. If you're working on a film set, you're dealing with the lighting and sound technicians. You're liaising with the costume director. As a choreographer, you're just speaking with that many more people. And then both of these professions are very physical. You need to be able to move your body essentially as a choreographer and a dancer. But as a dancer, you need to be able to execute that movement, right? You're not going to be able to show up on set one day with an ankle that you can't walk on and be able to do the job that you're contracted to do. So as a dancer, your physicality, the health of your body is more of a priority, I think.
What made you decide to pursue choreography in the first place?
That's probably one of the harder questions to answer in this life. Why do you do what you do? And for me, it started when I was young. I would listen to music and I just would immediately start envisioning movement and dancers on a stage or dancers in a room. I would be having these visions all the time. So when that is flooding your brain, it becomes hard to ignore. That alongside with just a voice or something from deep within that's saying, this is what you love to do, this is where you love to be. Eventually you just listen to that voice and just go for it. It becomes too loud to ignore.
Do you have any advice for someone aspiring to become a choreographer?
If you're someone who is thinking that you want to become a choreographer, I do have some advice and some tips for you. First of all, identify what it is that you want to create and who it is that you look up to. Who are your idols? Who are your inspirations? And then from there, study them. Don't just look at their performance and say, I like that. Figure out what it is you liked about it and start to understand the aesthetic and the content, the things that you want to make dance about. So understand that first and foremost. Secondly, put yourself out there and just start doing the thing. Start creating movement, record it on camera, write it down, do whatever it is you need to do to set some work and let it be a thing versus just freestyling, for example. From there, once you know how to do that and create that movement, teach it to someone else so you can see it back and see how it looks on other people. And it's hard, but we have to try to step back and look at our own work as objectively as possible in order to be able to improve. So those are the kind of main questions that I most frequently get asked, and I'll leave you with that today. Definitely let me know if you have any other questions, comment below. I'm happy to talk about this more. But I'll leave you with just some final advice. If there's something inside of you, if there's a voice inside of you telling you that you want to become a choreographer, don't ignore that. And try to just, listen to that voice within a little bit louder versus the outsiders or whoever it is, friends, parents, anyone in your life that's telling you the reasons why you shouldn't follow your passion. There's always going to be those people that give you all these reasons why you shouldn't do something, but as someone who's lived it, trust me when I say it's rewarding. It's tough, it's not easy, but it's worth it. Go ahead and follow your dreams. I believe in you. Thanks so much for watching today, everyone. We will see you in the next one. Bye.
Kylie Thompson Creative.